Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about webhooks. Some of you already might know about webhooks. Some of you might already working with webhooks. So webhooks allow you to easily test, inspect, forward or create custom actions for any incoming HTTP request or messages. So in particular, or more precisely, any request or messages or email sent to a unique URL or unique web address are logged instantly. So you don't have to even refresh or change your settings for your unique URL. Like also in Pybytes Platform, there you can integrate your application with other external services. Those external services include AWS IoT or Amazon IoT service, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud IoT, or even you can use Webhooks. So the goal of this small tutorial or lecture is to show how you can add webhooks on the Pybytes platform. Basically, using webhooks will allow you or will allow for user-defined HTTP callbacks to a defined remote destination. So this remote destination can be any of the web address that you can use. For this short tutorial, we will use a website called webhook.site that provides a unique website or URL where you can read or fetch your data continuously. So right now I had some already data that was being read from my device, and I want to show you how I can set up this webhook for my application. So to do that, also in this case, as you can see, I am running a simple sensor application that is using the DHT11 sensor for reading the temperature and humidity. It's also printing the temperature as well as sending the temperature to Pybytes platform. So on the Pybytes platform, I have this device that is receiving some couple of signals. So in this case, signal 1 for the temperature and signal 2 for the humidity. What I want to do is, whenever I read this data or say the sensor data, I want to take some actions, or I want to notify an external service that there is some readings or some changes in your temperature or humidity. So to do that, what I will do, I will go to integrations, and in the integrations window you will find if you already have one integrations, you will find the previous ones, but you can also create new integration. And I want the webhook. I can try other ones, but for the sake of example, let's say I want to show how Pybytes platform communicates with a webhook site. So it's sending the data to the webhook site, and to do that, let's say I have to copy this URL. So this URL means the URL of this site. So whenever you open this webhook.site, it will give you a unique URL. So simply copy that URL and put that URL in the URL box. You can give any name. So let's say test webhook. I will be using the post method, so I will be posting my values or my messages to this website. I will be using a JSON format. There will be some placeholders or the variables that I will be sending. So what event or what signal I'm sending and so on. These are the default values that you cannot change or you should not change. If you want new values to be sent, you can add new field. There can be some query parameters, but right now I'm not using any query parameters. These are optional also. And if your website or your URL needs some authentication or some form of if the website has some form of security, you should provide the username and password. This website is public and it's also the free version, so it does not need any username and password. So the Pybytes platform will perform this sorts of HTTP request, where it will be using the post method for writing the values on this page where the host is webhook.site, and this data are about my device. So I have to select my device here, and once I create the webhook, you will see similar content like this, like your event name, where you are sending your data, what HTTP request will be sent, and how many devices you have, and so on. And you can try by sending a test message. So if it's successful, that means it could send the test message to the webhook website, and you will see that yes. So this was the message that you received, and once you could successfully send the test message, as you can see, since my project is running here, my sensor is gathering the data, so it's continuously sending the data to Pybytes platform, and Pybytes platform is continuously sending the data to the webhook. And once, even if you are not refreshing the page, as you can see, the values are being updated, and you are also receiving some notifications, some form of notifications for this webhook. And based on these values, basically you can perform some actions on the data. It can be any physical action, or it can be any decision that you want to make on. And of course, you can create multiple webhooks for the same device, or for multiple URLs. I just showed you one example of the webhooks. Thank you.